Yep.
What kind? I don't have a dog, but he has an awesome dog.
Yeah.
So
Blue heeler.
I'm like her godfather, right?
Yeah, really. Mr. Pickles looks a little bit like her. Will drew Mr. Pickles. We used to be roommates for a short amount of time.
Yeah, it was like 10 years.
Yeah, 10 or 12 years. But yeah, blue heeler, hound puppy. She's sweet. Yeah.
I work in animation, so it would be unfair to a dog because I would never be home.
True.
I have a dog, Milo. Small mushroom owner.
So if we're to Google Mr. Pickles right now, a lot of food-related products come up. What awesomeness can we expect from the show so that we can do this in 2014, a satanic border colony?
Yeah.
Get some pentagrams.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of blood, flesh,
Skin
and
suits.
pickles.
Yeah, we have a lot of strange characters on the show too. I think that's going to be a really big, a fun part of our show. All kinds of characters that we're really excited about doing, and then we're going to try to bring in new ones every episode. Like, we've got like kind of a crackhead Avon lady. Got some pretty weird hobos. What else do we
Deer
have?
hunters who drive a smart car with a dead deer on top always.
Yeah. Floyd.
Yeah.
He eats mayonnaise mainly. He works with Mr. Goodman at his telemarketing job, so a lot of strange characters.
What is Mr. Pickles' ultimate agenda? Does he have like a master control the world plan, or is it more just random chaos?
No, he just wants pickles.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for
He
him.
wants to protect the main boy, keep him away from danger.
Does he create shenanigans to get
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, he gets a
intimid-
pickle if he's a good boy.
And he likes
So-
intimidating Tommy's grandpa,
Oh,
just
yeah.
for the fun of it.
Oh, Grandpa is the only one that knows that Mr. Pickles is evil. So Mr. Pickles is always setting him up to look like he's senile.
Right. So everybody thinks he's crazy, just Grandpa, but he's the only one who actually knows what's going on.
So is Grandpa just Tommy's guardian, or is he just part of the family?
It's part of the family, yeah. Everybody thinks he's crazy though, because he's always trying to prove that Mr. Pickles is evil.
It's gonna be a really great show. We have those dogs that are super, super smart.
Uh-huh.
And always it's they know
Totally.
you're gonna give them a treat.
Right.
It's like,
Totally.
that's a great idea.
Awesome.
I hope that it's an evil satanic dog. I mean, why so much shenanigans? Because better shenanigans are better than that?
Yeah, I think it's partly like the contrast of how cute and sweet Mr. Pickles is, and then when he goes off and he does these horrible things. It's such a fun balance. It's almost silly in a way, like we can have him doing these horrible things like chopping off a hooker's legs or something, but like the contrast of him like running around and wanting to get pickles just makes it really fun. It just doesn't really seem that offensive, as as maybe as offensive as it sounds. So.
In regards to is he gonna have a voice?
No, he doesn't speak, but he can communicate with animals. It's this kind of demonic sounding voice and that you
He
can't
kinda
understand.
transforms
so
a
you
bit.
kind of slowly get what he's saying by the other animals' reaction.
Right.
So, but yeah, no, he's just a dog. We both do actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure.
Did you guys correct him on what you wanted and how you wanted the field to be, or did you just have
It was super collaborative, actually.
Yeah, I had done a lot of animations in the past, but they were very simple. They're more focused on the art, and then when we started working with Mike, it just kind of made the animation bigger and better, and started leaning more towards full animation.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a collaboration.
Yeah, I've worked in animation for 10 years, but I've also been a fan of their stuff for almost as long. So yeah, it was pretty fun to take some of their crazy ideas and turn them into a real show.
Yeah,
make them
super
look
fun.
good.
Mike directed the first season of China, Illinois, the animation, and King of the Hill, and a bunch of other
Fox
shows.
stuff.
Cleveland show. He worked with Seth MacFarlane.
So, yeah, he brought a lot to our team.
it was their styles complemented.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Just looking at the style of Will and the style of Mike, their art really complemented one another. So it's no surprise that they actually ended up getting along so well creatively. I basically, I've worked with Dave and Will for about 5 years, 6 years now, and helped put them together with Adult Swim, and then put them together with Mike.
That's right.
And Pickles.
Like Pickles and Murder.
Pickles and Murder.
Dogs in real life have any strange peculiarities that have been the basis for the idea that you've been able to blow up into?
Well, actually, there was one scene where we have a hobo tied up, and Mr. Pickles is kind of like, what is he? He's like throwing a
taunting
decapitated head at him.
Playing.
So we Mike actually videotaped Dave's dog kind of playing around like that, and then we kind of animated over that. So
Yeah, it looks really fun.
so yeah, his dog definitely inspires kind of the way that we have Mr. Pickles doing these crazy things, but he acts like a real dog.
Yeah.
Playful, and his movements are very natural.
It's where he just, did that scene so perfectly that it looks like my dog, but every time I see it, it just, how each dog has a little bit of its own manner. It's 100% my dog's mannerisms. I'm like, it's really weird. I'm seeing my dog animated.
quarter hour, 10 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it.
How's the 15-minute format come about? Like, normally you'll do animated episodes, a lot of times automatically think like 30 minutes. Is there a different approach you have to take for that short time span?
Well, I think that our show is kind of like a 22-minute show, squished down into an 11-minute. There's a lot going on.
A lot of
Dense and
storylines.
fast-paced.
Have you guys seen any of the pilots or anything like that? Oh, it's a 15-minute roller coaster ride with several storylines that have a beginning, middle, and end, and all dovetail together. So nothing these guys ever bring up is a red herring. It all comes together, and so you basically have to watch every episode several times. A, to kind of see how they put it all together, and it actually all makes sense, and then B, to see all the hidden things that are in the background of the illustrations and what's going on.
There's a lot of rewatchability in it. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Like, for example, I was watching the second episode, like, by the time I get to episode 10, will I be, like, laughing at something that was in episode 1 and 2 and going way in episode 10?
Actually, I think you
so.
will.
There are some
We got
some little
something
gems
planned
in there.
for the
Yeah.
last episode.
Yeah, definitely.
Yet these stand alone. So you can watch them out of sequence, you can watch them wherever, but definitely.
Yeah, there's going to be threads that run
Just
through
the
the
style
whole
is
season.
so distinctive, and not just in the way they illustrate, but in the way that they write it and think it out and come up with the story and the character.
Cool.